What makes the perfect YouTube video? Well, it's kind of complicated. Obviously, the perfect video would have a good thumbnail, title, editing, and all that, but there's more to it than just that. So here's the big question. Does the perfect YouTube video actually exist? Well, I might have just found it. On February 8th, 2022, a YouTuber by the name of Airrack uploaded a video titled 100 Dates in 24 Hours.
What she doesn't know is that I've invited 100 of my own subscribers to compete for her love.
Before I watched this video, I kind of thought it was going to be the same as a bunch of other videos made by people such as Jubilee or the Sidemen, but I was completely wrong. Right when the video starts, there's a hook, a twist, a quick explanation, and then he starts going into the speed dating all within 35 seconds of the video. Within just 2 minutes, you have a complete story, developed characters, a conflict, and a reason to stay all the way to the end of the video.
Alright, so we have 13 guys left, and the goal is by the end of today, you're going to have chosen only one of these guys.
I think I can do it.
So, Airrack's got the editing and the plot down, but those would be nothing without this next element, and that is storytelling. You can spend as much time and money as you want on a video, but none of that matters if the audience doesn't care about the people in the video. This was actually my main problem with Mr. Beast's Squid Game. He spent $2 million on this video, and it was a great video, but there was something missing. The whole video was focused around these amazing sets and all of these characters being brought together and the big prize pool of like $500,000, but I didn't care for any of the characters. So as a result, when the guy won at the end, I was just like, who's that guy? I didn't really care that much. Without knowing much about this guy and his motivations and why he's there and what he's gonna do with the money after he wins, I really don't care that much about him as a character, even though he just won the big prize. This is why storytelling is so important, and Airrack does a really good job in his video of developing characters and making an emotional connection with the audience. The key element of storytelling in Airrack's video is the relationship between him and his sister. Airrack makes it very clear that he doesn't want his little sister to go out into the dating world yet. He's so against it that he seems to be regretting this whole idea only a minute into the video.
Are you a cigarette? Because I want to get you lit and put your bud in my mouth.
I'm gonna literally punch that man square in the nose.
The point is, he cares for his sister, and he makes us, the audience, care about his feelings too. There is an emotional connection being made between him and the audience, whether you realize it or not. Storytelling isn't just about that connection though. It's about a gradual change or realization in the character's heart that makes you feel for them. As we go along this journey with Eric, we can see that his viewpoint is starting to change. He's becoming more okay with his sister going out into the dating world, and he's seeing that these guys aren't just complete jerks after all. He went from feeling nervous and regretful to feeling comfortable and okay with his sister making this change in her life.
It does scare me to send my little sister out into the dating world, but I understand that at some point I will have to let that happen.
So Airrack already has you invested in the relationship between him and his sister, but he wants to make sure that you care about the contestants as well. To many creators, it may seem like a waste of time to try and develop all of these characters, but when you do it right, it really pays off. Whenever the video moves locations or there's a break in between challenges, he doesn't just cut from one location to the other. He actually uses the bus ride in between locations as a way to develop these contestants even more. During these bus rides, we get some insight into their motivations and why they're here and what they're gonna do if they win.
This one.
My name is Javian.
Jimmy Dark. What do you like about Chloe? Her laughter. She's just genuine.
Rather than constant yelling and action, these scenes act as a pause, which lets Airrack really flesh out the characters and make you, as a viewer, care for them. Plus, how could you not be entertained by this big dude with tattoos who might just kill everybody at any moment?
What is your job? What do you do?
Like a hitman.
By the end of the video, I really cared for like all of the characters in the video because I got to see them interact in a normal environment rather than these crazy challenges. Just scrolling through the comments of the video, you can see that it worked really well. Almost every comment is just talking about who they were rooting for and why they cared about that character. The last scene I wanted to highlight is towards the end of the video, and it's where Airrack's sister is sitting with the final two contestants, and she asked them a pretty reasonable question.
Really important to be honest on this one, okay? Are you here for Eric or are you here for me?
Iman's answer really stuck out to me and again made him feel more of like a relatable person.
At first, I was here for Eric. But I think at the point that when you were in my arms, I was here for you.
At first, he was there for the attention and for Airrack, but he realizes eventually that he was actually there for Airrack's sister. Once again, we're seeing this aspect of storytelling come back, seeing the change and development of characters throughout the whole video. Iman ends up winning the competition, and I'm actually happy for him because now I know more of who he is and his intentions, and he seems like a good guy. So, this video has incredible plot, editing, and storytelling. So, it's the perfect YouTube video, right? Well, Not exactly. It still has problems. Sometimes the pacing of the video slows down a bit too much in my opinion, and the editing kind of takes away some of the storytelling that was left out. For example, Airrack changes his opinion on a character named Jimmy in the video, but I'm not really sure why. At the beginning, Airrack says that he hates Jimmy, but at the end, he suddenly decides that he kind of likes him.
I want Jimmy to win. I'm just gonna say it right now. I freaking started the day saying I hated him.
Jimmy, I'm about to be your brother-in-law.
All right, I hate that. I love this guy.
I'm sure there were some cuts that were left out that would explain this, but as a viewer, I still have the same perception of Jimmy that I did at the beginning of the video at the end of the video. Now, obviously, these are nitpicks and something that doesn't get in the way of this being an amazing video, but there's a reason that I point them out. Despite everything that this video did right, every video is still gonna have some flaws here and there. And that's when I came to the realization that the perfect YouTube video doesn't exist, and it's never going to. But that's okay. While it may seem like a disappointing conclusion, it's a good thing. As creators, we try to make our videos as good as possible, but there's always gonna be something to improve on. That's what pushes us to be better. So even though the perfect YouTube video doesn't exist, and it never will, Airrack showed me that if you follow all the steps, you can still come really close.